1000 LB Sisters, Tammy Sladen's family grievances explained. Tammy Sladen, one of the stars of the TLC reality series 1000 LB Sisters, has had a tumultuous relationship with many of her family members over the course of the show's run. Her struggles with obesity, mental health, and personal relationships have made her a deeply complex figure. On the show, Tammy's relationships with her family members, especially her sister Amanda Halterman, her brother Chris Combs, and her sister Misty Wentworth, have been fraught with tension. Tammy's anger at these family members has been a significant part of the show's narrative, leaving viewers curious about the root of these issues. This article will explore why Tammy Sladen harbors so much anger toward her family members, focusing on her strained relationships with Amanda, Chris, and Misty. By examining her past, the dynamics within her family, and her personal struggles, we can gain a better understanding of what has contributed to Tammy's grievances. The roots of Tammy's anger. Tammy's story is a deeply emotional and personal one. As a young child, she faced neglect and lack of proper guidance, which likely influenced her behavior and emotional responses as an adult. Tammy's weight issues are not merely physical, they are intertwined with emotional trauma, abandonment, and poor mental health. Tammy has been open about her struggles with her mental health, which, over the years, have likely influenced her interactions with her family. Her weight, for example, has been both a physical and psychological burden. She has dealt with emotional eating as a coping mechanism for past trauma, which has contributed to the deterioration of her mental and physical health. This aspect of her life has often led to conflicts with her family members, who have tried, but not always successfully, to help her. Her emotional responses, ranging from anger to frustration, are often a byproduct of her own internal struggles. It is not uncommon for Tammy to lash out at the people closest to her, especially when she feels unsupported or misunderstood. However, the complexities of her relationships with Amanda, Chris, and Misty go beyond mere emotional outbursts, indicating deeper unresolved issues. Tammy's relationship with Amanda Halterman. Tammy's relationship with her sister Amanda Halterman has been one of the most contentious on 1000 LB Sisters. Amanda is often seen as the more stable and responsible sibling, attempting to support Tammy in her journey to lose weight and improve her health. However, despite her best efforts, Amanda frequently finds herself at odds with Tammy, who is resistant to change and critical of her family's attempts to help her. One of the main reasons for their conflict is Tammy's feelings of resentment toward Amanda's more successful weight loss journey. Amanda's relatively successful weight loss compared to Tammy has caused tension between the two. Tammy has frequently expressed jealousy and frustration, not just with her sister's success but with her perceived, better, lifestyle. This dynamic often leaves Amanda in a position where she is trying to support Tammy while also facing her sister's harsh criticisms. Tammy's anger also stems from a deep-seated feeling of being judged by her family. She often feels that Amanda and others look down on her for her struggles with weight loss, which only exacerbates her frustration. This feeling of being criticized or pitied is a constant source of tension, leading Tammy to lash out at her sister when Amanda tries to intervene or help. In addition to these issues, Tammy's strained relationship with her own self-worth plays a role in her anger. She may subconsciously take out her frustration on Amanda because of the reflection of her own perceived failures, even though Amanda's intentions are to offer love and support. Tammy's internal conflict between wanting help and rejecting it has made it difficult for her to form a healthy, supportive relationship with Amanda, leading to frequent arguments and breakdowns in communication. Tammy's relationship with Chris Combs. Chris Combs, Tammy's brother, has been one of the most consistent voices of reason in her life. Like Amanda, he is part of the family who has been trying to help Tammy achieve a healthier lifestyle. However, despite Chris's attempts to help, Tammy has often reacted with anger toward him as well. One key issue in their relationship is Tammy's feeling of abandonment. Although Chris has genuinely tried to help his sister, he has also made his own life choices that have been difficult for Tammy to accept. Chris has lost a significant amount of weight and undergone his own transformation, which, similar to Amanda's, has created tension. For Tammy, witnessing the success of Chris and others in her family may serve as a constant reminder of her own perceived failures. This often manifests as anger and defensiveness when Chris offers support or advice. Another point of contention is that Chris has often made tough love decisions when it comes to Tammy's health. For instance, Chris has confronted Tammy about her behaviors and has even suggested that she may not be fully committed to making changes. While this is meant to motivate Tammy, it has often come across as criticism, triggering her anger. Furthermore, Chris's role as a caregiver has been challenging for Tammy. She has sometimes felt like she is being treated like a child or someone incapable of making decisions for herself. This paternalistic approach, while coming from a place of care, has often caused Tammy to react defensively. She may feel like she is being micromanaged or treated like an incompetent person, which leads her to reject his help and become angry with him. Despite their strained relationship, Tammy's interactions with Chris show that deep down, she craves the kind of support and encouragement he offers. However, her feelings of inadequacy and frustration with her own circumstances make it hard for her to accept that help in a healthy way. Tammy's relationship with Misty Wentworth, Tammy's other sister, has also been caught in the crossfire of family conflicts. While Misty has not been as involved in Tammy's weight loss journey as Amanda and Chris, she has still been a figure in Tammy's life. The relationship between the two sisters is complex, but Misty has not been as consistently present in Tammy's life, leading to some tension. One of the reasons for Tammy's anger toward Misty may be related to feelings of neglect or abandonment. When Misty is absent or does not offer enough support, Tammy may feel unsupported and angry. This emotional withdrawal can lead to misunderstandings and conflict, as Tammy may perceive Misty as not caring enough to help her in the way that Chris or Amanda do. Another aspect of the tension between Tammy and Misty is their differences in personalities and approaches to life. Misty has been portrayed as less involved in the drama surrounding Tammy's weight issues, leading Tammy to feel like Misty is distant or disconnected from her struggles. In contrast, Tammy may see her other siblings' active involvement as an indication of their love and concern, leading her to harbor resentment toward Misty for not taking the same approach. Underlying themes in Tammy's family grievances. Tammy Sladen's anger toward her family members is not simply a matter of personal conflict, it also reflects broader themes of pain, self-esteem, and trauma. Much of Tammy's behavior stems from her inner emotional struggles, including feelings of inadequacy, fear, and shame. Her outbursts toward Amanda, Chris, and Misty are a manifestation of her unresolved feelings about herself and her circumstances. Family members, especially those close to Tammy, are often the targets of her anger because they are the people who are trying to help her face her issues. However, because of her emotional state, she is unable to accept the help in a productive way, often leading to resentment and hurt feelings. For Tammy, the line between support and criticism can be blurry, and she often interprets well-meaning interventions as personal attacks, which fuels her anger. Additionally, the dynamics of Tammy's family reveal a pattern of enmeshment and overprotection. While these family members genuinely care for Tammy, they sometimes enable her behaviors rather than pushing her toward true change. This inconsistency can frustrate Tammy, who may feel like they are not being entirely honest with her or that they are not holding her accountable for her actions. Conclusion: Tammy Sladen's anger toward her family members is rooted in a combination of deep emotional issues, unresolved trauma, and the difficulty of accepting help and change. Her relationships with Amanda, Chris, and Misty reflect the complexities of dealing with obesity, mental health struggles, and the burden of familial expectations. While Tammy's actions may seem irrational at times, they are driven by her own pain, fear, and insecurities. Her family, despite their efforts to help her, must navigate the delicate balance between supporting her and challenging her to make meaningful changes. As Tammy continues her journey, the hope is that she will be able to work through her anger and frustrations to build healthier, more constructive relationships with those who love her. Whether that will happen remains to be seen, but the struggles of Tammy Sladen and her family are a poignant reminder of the emotional and psychological challenges that often accompany physical health issues.